Hello everybody, Foodie here, coming at you with another video. And in this video we're going to talk about Tekken 8. And today, just earlier, like a few hours ago as I'm recording this, we just had the showcase that showed off the final character, Reina. And she looks dope. I'm excited for her. A lot of the, the discussion on X is pretty positive about the character. People are pretty hyped for her. I'm hyped for her. She looks really cool. I was like 100% Claudio main. Like I wish I had recorded it, but I remember the first time I saw that trailer for the closed beta test that revealed Claudio at the end. I screamed, I hollered because Claudio was back. That's my main in Tekken 7. So very near and dear to my heart is that character. I'm sort of into astrology, so the fact that he's into stars and stuff is like super cool to me. Anyways, yeah, I was like, I'm gonna be a Claudio main 100%. But then Reina comes along, and then she is just so cool. I love how badass she is. She's just wanting to clobber some heads, like she's ready to throw down, and she's a Mishima, like. The reveal when she was doing Electric Wind Godfist was incredible. Great trailer. Really looking forward to that character. But also, the game itself is looking pretty well fleshed out. During the showcase, they talked a lot about the ghost system and how different angles you could kind of look at it as you use it. Harada's been addressing the haters in that showcase too. If you watched it, he calls out the haters a lot. But yeah, he mentioned the one criticism he was hearing a lot is that like the ghost doesn't know how to block lows very well. And to that he said, well, the ghost doesn't block the lows because you don't block the lows. And I'm like, that's Harada's sick with it, man. He tells it how it is. But yeah, the ghost system, for those of you who might not be entirely familiar with it, is sort of like a training mode dummy system. Well, like it's an AI that learns how you play the game and will replicate it almost perfectly. And the theory with this sort of mechanism is that like it could train you to be better version of yourself. And then also you could download ghosts of other players, so you could potentially be sort of like, I'm fighting against Knee, but it's his ghost, but like it's pretty much Knee because it's his AI, his data. So a lot of potential there with training and getting better at Tekken with the ghost system. So very cool stuff that's being fleshed out. Harada, I remember he mentioned a lot of money went into it, so he hopes people utilize it. And I imagine myself getting a little sweaty with Tekken 8. I'm super excited for the game. So yeah, Ghost is something I'm definitely going to take advantage of. Next thing I want to talk about is the rank system. So they mentioned that they made it so that you are not going to lose your rank at a certain point in the game. Like they haven't said rank yet, but I would imagine it would probably be the ranks we have in the beta tests so far, like up to warrior. I'm pretty sure like when you get to like initiate, brawler, those kind of ranks you can't get demoted. But as soon as you hit warrior, I'm pretty sure that is when you are able to get demoted. Like if you're like a Suzaku, you can get demoted or something like that. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I really don't know how that's gonna help people. I mean, it just will make it less stressful for sure, because I know people get a bit of like ranked anxiety where they don't want to lose their ranks and feel like they're doo-doo. But ranks, they kind of don't matter, and they do, as a lot of players say these days. But yeah, I just play the games, play the ranked games to have fun, but in a bit of more serious sort of context. That's how I approach it. So they also talked a bit about the design of what is his name? Victor Chevalier? I'm thinking Victor Castle, the voice actor's name, the actor's name, I should say, because Victor Castle is like a pretty high profile French actor, and I think that is an amazing detail about the character, because it's just one of my favorite things about Tekken is the effort they put into and care you put into representing certain regions with the character they are implementing into the game. So yeah, like, how do we make Vincent Castle? His name was Vincent Castle, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Victor Chevalier. I got the internet. I'm gonna just look it up. Okay, yeah, it is Victor Chevalier. Haha. So then it is Vincent Castle. Shoot, where I was going. Yeah, I love the effort they put into representing a region, and so yeah, it's just like that little extra elegant, sophisticated touch by having a high-profile actor portray the French character, and he does a good job. His voice lines sound really great, smooth, and I like how in the showcase they mentioned that it is like Victor is a character that appeals to both men and women. So and if you've seen Aru's reaction video to his trailer, you'll know.
Now hold up, he's kind of hot.
Oh my god! Wait a second.
He switches weapons,
I
bro.
got a whole ass crush.
Look at him.
I thought he was gonna be like an old drunk man, not a fucking daddy.
See, the ladies will love them some Victor, but he looks really sick. I had a friend, I won't say who, but and I shared the trailer in our Discord. I was like, hey, check out the new character, he's actually really cool, and he was like, French cringe, and then like a minute later he was like, crap, he's actually really cool. It's just like a meme on the internet to like diss on the French. And that's what he was doing. He doesn't really hate the French, I don't think. But anyways, Victor's a very cool character. He's like a combination of like a lot of different video game icons, actually. Some people were saying, oh shoot, the guy from the guy from Revengeance, I forget his name, but you'll see him on the screen because he has a very cool face. He has a big smirk, and I like the look of the smirk. I haven't played that game ever, which I really should fix because I hear a lot of good things about it. Anyways, Victor, a lot of the newcomers are looking cool. Heck, speaking of newcomers, Iceland Ash picked Azucena as his lead in the Tekken 8 showcase, and that dude wiped the house with her. Like, nobody could beat his Azucena, and he just had this big old smile on his face the entire time. Like, he was on cloud 9. He was having a ton of fun with it, which is what you love to see. And Harada at the end of the showcase, he mentioned like, hey, I'm gonna nerf Azucena, which I don't know if he's being sincere with that, but there is a chance we'll see like some tuning balances with the final game when it releases. Get someone who looks at you the way Iceland Ash looks at Azucena. But looking at those matches, though, I am not entirely sure how much time each of the players had to learn the characters in the form they are in Tekken 8. But we get to see a lot of interesting stuff, and it was pretty hype. I'd be honest, I'm really excited for the future of competitive Tekken, which is sort of what we got a little taste of. Yeah, it's just like seeing the brand new overtuned character just dominate. Kind of reminds you of when Leor just initially dropped in the game in Tekken 7. That was absurd. But the game is still looking great. You know, graphics great. They sort of tuned the way the flashes and visual effects look in the middle of matches, so that way they're less jarring, which I personally never had an issue with, but a lot of people are like, I can see, but I'm like, are you blind? Because I can see fine. I don't know. But they have made changes. They are listening to feedback. We have, 2 months pretty much for them to make adjustments. And I remember there was some players earlier in the year who got early access to a very early build of Tekken 8, and they said that they had access to different builds over different times, and they were like, yeah, these versions of Tekken are very different, so they could adjust the game pretty quickly by the sounds of it. So yeah, I think Tekken 8 is gonna be great. I'm super excited for it. The showcase is really great. Reina looks dope. I don't know who I'm gonna main. Claudio, I was like number 1, but Reina looks really sick, so we'll see. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you have enjoyed this little rant discussing recount of the Tekken 8 showcase and Reina trailer. So, words. Appreciate you watching, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. I am a weeaboo who just makes videos about anything. So if that sounds interesting to you, then subscribe. You're very welcome here. Really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.